I've been looking for you.
What are we?
What if I told you there's a place where people have powers like us? The city of Adelan. And I can take you there.
Yeah, maybe when I was 12, you know, I saw Blade Runner.
Okay.
And when I saw that, it really kind of opened my mind that I could be a director and could come up with these things. And so that made me focus on my career and do anything that made me a film director. So that was kind of the thing. I was not aware of the Inhumans, other than, you know, you heard the title once. But when they asked me to come in, I started reading the comics and did a lot of research. And I really fell in love with these characters. They were so unique and different than other Marvel characters, especially Black Bolt and Medusa, and then Lockjaw. So I was really intrigued by it. And then getting involved was just a blast, you know. Knowing that I'm shooting it on IMAX cameras, that we are doing a series what really goes about the depth of characters and the emotional connection between these characters as a big family drama. It was really cool, you know. I really enjoyed the whole process, developing, starting prepping it, casting it, and then designing the worlds, because that's also a big part of being a pilot director. You are a world builder, and that was pretty cool for doing that for a Marvel Universe product. I think what is really cool is that a lot of superhero shows or movies are all about one character, you know, Jessica Jones or Luke Cage, and that was not the case by here. You know, you had 7 superheroes that interact with each other, who have problems with each other, who need to figure out the dynamics between them and changing the world that they live in and the culture they have. That made it very good for TV, because in TV you can spend 10 hours, 20 hours, 30 hours with these characters and building these dynamics, and all these questions need to be answered. And movies give you only 2 hours the opportunity. And then in those 2 hours, you also need to spend a lot of time giving people spectacle. In TV, you can go deeper into the characters. So I think it was a perfect product for TV. You know, casting was a really interesting process, you know, and I'm really glad we got these actors, because everyone was so unique and diverse and different, and they brought so much to the table because they took their characters very seriously. They invested a lot of time in making them work or making something unique out of them. What was such a blast, you know, from Ian to Serinda, they did an incredible job finding the right tone for the characters and finding the depth for the characters. And then the interaction between Anson and Serinda as Black Bolt and Medusa as a married couple, you know, I think they really connected from the early on. The first time we put them together in the room and we started doing rehearsals and we talked about the characters, and I think they found each other on the right way and found a way that they could communicate and be comfortable with each other. And it was a natural thing, so I'm really glad, because it really works on the screen. It was a fun challenge, especially Lockjaw, you know, how do you make a dog so big? So I think very early on we decided to do it as a full CG character, and that has never been done in TV before. So you have TV budgets to do a full CG character that has to be in IMAX quality. So that's tough and difficult, but we found the perfect visual effects house, Double Negative, who created Lockjaw. And then it was just a blast for me to figure out what he would do and how he would interact with the people. Because there's a lot of scenes where he completely fully interacts, he runs through the set, what is really, really cool. And then Medusa and Black Bolt, you know, we knew we wanted to do a sign language version. And when they are together without anybody else, they don't need the sign language, you know, because they know how to speak with each other. So it's kind of a thing that's, you know, they know each other really well because they're husband and wife, so they don't need any words to communicate. But creating the sign language was really a really Anson Mount is his professionality, because he created it, he wrote it. He wrote the sign language himself, created it, and knew exactly how it worked, and but it's going to be very consistently in the series. And so that was really a blast. And then making it work between the two of them, we had a version of the script what had kind of his lines in it. So we know what he was saying. And sometimes in the rehearsals, we had Anson Mount saying the lines so everybody could hear his voice, hearing his attention as an actor, and then they could play with him being silent. So that's kind of how we did it. Yeah, for me, I'm a big IMAX fan, you know. As a movie lover that I am, I try to watch my movies in the IMAX theaters because I love the experience and you are completely surrounded and involved in the subject matter. So for me, doing a TV series with IMAX cameras was the line of a kid in a toy store. And also I think that lately TV series are so good, you know. There are a lot of TV series are even better than the movies I see in the theater. But you still, when you watch television at home, you still are watching it in a house with the family members running in, and your Twitter account goes and there's a dog barking outside of the street, or you're eating a pizza, or you're sitting in a tram or a metro, subway, and you're reading from the iPod, you're looking at an iPod or iPhone. Yes, you can watch TV, you can watch the stories, but you will never get an really emotional involvement, because for that you need to shut down the lighting, you need to feel all the sounds, and you need to be completely focused. And you can only do that in the theater, and the extreme version of that is an IMAX theater. So I hopefully this episode of these Inhumans episodes in an IMAX theater sets the tone of a new way of experience television in the big cinemas, and I hope we set the tone and many will follow.
I'm only human after all.
Honor me as your new king.
After all, don't put the blame on me.
Never.
Don't put your blame on me.
You're just a human.
Thank you for watching The Fan Carpet. If you like this video, be sure to click that thumbs up button at the bottom of your screen. And also be sure to subscribe to the Fan Carpet YouTube channels. They're absolutely free and so much fun too. Be sure to check out the official website, thefancarpet.com. Also, you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to stay up to date with reviews, competitions, the latest news, and so much more.